Welcome to the 12th episode of All Sports Talk. I'm Patrick Gary.
Kyle Esposito.
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Oakland Athletics 11-game winning streak, the New York Knicks actually doing good at basketball, the New York Knicks playing good at basketball and hoping for a playoff spot, Anthony Davis coming back for the Los Angeles Lakers, and we're going to have our last mock draft at the channel. So first off, the Oakland A's 11-game winning streak. 10 years ago, they had the magical 21-game winning streak that got beat by the Cleveland Indians. But could we see Moneyball 2.0 happening right now?
That would be pretty insane, honestly. And I don't think that they could. I'm not sure they'll pull it off because they were pretty damn close to losing that last game. I mean, without a throwing error, then they lose. But they're not a bad team at all. Yeah, I think that they could win a few more games. I don't think they're gonna do something like astronomical.
I think they're going to beat it. I think they're going to get to 20, 21 game winning streak. And it's going to start getting in their head, and then they're going to lose the 22nd game. But they're going to go on a big run and get that 20-game winning streak.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, they have 3 free games. They versus the Orioles. Then the Rays is going to be the problem. Their schedule actually really easy. They actually could do this. They versus Orioles 3 games, then Rays 4 games, which is going to be the hardest part. They have to run the Orioles another 3 games, then the Blue Jays, and then why everyone's in the AL East right now? That's facing the entire AL East besides the Yankees.
The one team they should be playing.
Yeah, not going free ones. But yeah, it's possible actually with this. And the Rays, if they beat the Rays, then I think they could definitely do it. Because the Blue Jays are pretty good, but they're not like all that. The Orioles are just the Orioles, and yeah, the Rays is gonna be the biggest challenge here.
Do they play the Red Sox?
After the Blue Jays and Rays again. Yeah.
I mean, with the Red Sox, Devers, he's heating up. I think I saw he hit his 3rd home run.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Pete's heating up. He just hit his 3rd home run tonight. Hopefully he gets going. I think it was his 4th, actually. Hit his 3rd last night. Moonshot. I think went out of the park into the street of Chicago. And then he hit his 4th tonight. So happy to see him heating up. And Lindor hit his 1st home run. Finally took him long enough. Hopefully he's heating up. I mean, we really got to start hitting the ball because it's atrocious, this offense. And our defense, atrocious.
You think your station deserves
it? J.D. Davis is not a 3rd baseman. He's not good at fielding. He's got a good bat, but his glove is not that good. I feel like he might get traded to an AL team and be a DH. Because he could be a really good a DH.
That's fair. If you think that your team's atrocious, then I just look at the Yankees. It's okay.
But you've been good for years in the past. We really haven't been that good.
The Yankees are 6-11.
Oh, okay. You were good in the past. At least you were good last year.
Yeah, they've always been good. That's the problem. And now all of a sudden they just can't hit the ball. It's like swing with their eyes closed. They're tied for the least wins in the entire MLB.
Wow.
They're tied with our Rockies in wins.
That sucks.
They almost have the lowest percentage in the entire MLB actually as well.
Damn.
The problem is the Rockies played one more game than the Yankees, so yeah.
That sucks.
Wait, they're winning right now. Never mind. Okay, I love the Yankees. They're beating.
Oh, Yankees are winning?
Yep, right now they're beating the Indians.
Well, that's a first.
I love the Yankees. Damn, what a good team. But yeah, that team's been having a lot of struggles.
Pete Alonso said he would like to defend his home run derby crown if he's invited back to the home run derby. I would love to see him back in the home run derby, obviously. As a Met fan, would like to see that. Plus, it's going to be in Colorado. So,
yeah, it's going to be a fun derby.
It's going to be a fun derby to watch in general.
Exactly.
Now with the NBA, Anthony Davis is coming back with the Los Angeles Lakers. He's going to be a huge factor for the playoffs, which is right around the corner next month, actually. So hopefully, him back and LeBron, they could repeat their title. I mean, the West, they got a lot of good teams there. Should be fun to watch the playoffs there.
I mean, yeah, Anthony Davis is obviously one of the best players in the NBA. That's why LeBron got him, best manager in the NBA as well.
Oh
So,
yeah,
I mean, with that being said, this team, even without Anthony Davis and LeBron, they're not like too bad. Like they're really not, they're nothing special. But like once they come back, they're gonna be back top tier. They're probably gonna make the finals versus probably Heat or the Nets.
I mean, speaking with the Eastern Conference, bear with me here. The New York Knicks are in 4th place.
Yeah,
You heard that right. The
that's
Knicks have a
first.
playoff spot right now. I mean,
And
like,
that's hard to believe.
it is very hard to believe. One of the worst teams for a while are in the playoffs, New York Knicks, and one of the best teams in New York, the Yankees, are like atrocious.
Yep.
But really, I mean, Julius Randle, he's been a stud. I think he got like 44 points the other day. I saw Manuel quickly, fastest Nick to reach 100 3-pointers. He's a rookie this year. And like RJ Barrett, he's very good as well. Future star. I mean, the Knicks, maybe they make a run for the NBA championship. They're a young team, who knows?
Yeah, they have a chance. I don't think they could like they if they verse the right people and have like matchups that aren't the Nets or the Heat, they definitely be going into the semi-championships. I don't think they could beat the Heat or the Nets yet, but like if they don't verse one of those two teams in the run and the games before, then I think they definitely have a chance.
I think they're gonna beat the Nets in the playoffs.
I don't think it's possible.
Bro. Knicks are in New York. Nets are trash.
Yep,
Yeah. Spoken like a true NBA fan.
of course.
In NFL news, running back Wayne Gallman signed with the San Francisco 49ers. I'm personally sad about it because, I mean, it's Wayne Train.
Yeah.
He was a great running back with the Giants when Saquon was hurt. I mean, I'm glad to see him starting on a team because he's a very good running back and he should be starting.
Well, he might not even start because Raheem Mozart.
He's going to start over him, I think. In my opinion, he's going to be starting.
Either way, I mean, they use multiple running backs in their schemes, so they'll be good. He'll be good.
Yeah. So I think he might be having a great year. I hope for the 49ers do good because of him.
And who do the Giants have running back now? Besides Saquon.
I think Alfred Morris.
Okay. Yikes.
Yeah, I would have liked to brought him back.
Yeah, having probably best interest, honestly, in case he gets hurt again.
Yeah. They might like later rounds. They might be targeting a running back.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Like Chuba Hubbard or what's his name? Sermon from Ohio State.
Chase Sermon, yeah.
Yep.
I forgot the guy, but the running back on Buffalo. I forgot his name. Maybe if he'd say like later rounds, maybe get him because I think he had like 8 touchdowns in one game. But yeah. And in MLB news, Jake Paul fought Ben Askren. So I watched some stuff like before the fight on Cody Co's channel with Noah Miller, like when they're like shit talking, and Jake Paul was getting so mad at Ben Askren. Like Ben Askren asked like stupid questions like, "Oh, did Logan like kick your ass?" And Jake just didn't answer. He's like, "Oh, I bet Logan just like shoved your face in like shit and stuff like that." So like they were saying like Ben Askren like he doesn't give a shit about the fight. He's getting paid regardless.
Yeah.
But like Jake Paul, he obviously cared about the fight. And Jake Paul TKO'd him in the first round. I mean, like, I didn't watch the fight, but that's pretty impressive because Ben Askren, he's like a wrestler, a UFC fighter. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive from Jake Paul. And, like, I feel like we should, like, start calling him not like a boxer, but, like, in a category of boxers, I feel like.
Sorry. I'm doing a mock draft right now and I just saw Trevor Lawrence go number 8 to the fucking Panthers.
Who went 1?
No, I'm doing one because I'm doing like a 7-round one real quick.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on. All right. Either way, so Jake Paul, yeah, that shit was actually horrendous to watch. I watched it. I saw the entire fight on Twitter actually, right? That was so sad, honestly. And yeah, he definitely he flopped the shit out of that man, dude. Like people, there's gonna be one or two people, right? And people that hype up Jake Paul like he's Jesus Christ himself. What people that are gonna think, oh hey, Jake Paul hasn't fought anybody. Like Ben Askren's reaching 40. He has a dad bod. I was like, holy shit. This guy, man, this he did not prepare for this fight. He doesn't give a flying fuck. And
Oh
like
no, he didn't.
no, not a single, but he definitely I think he got paid to fly, throw himself on the ground like a moron. Like yeah, that was so sad to I like oh god. Jake Paul. Like, I'm not saying he's like a terrible person, but like holy shit, he's not like a great boxer. He's nothing like that at all. Like I know that you're not supposed to go against good competition when you're first starting, but like holy shit. Like people are talking like as if he's going against like Manny Pacquiao. Like he first Ben Askren, he is primarily when he was a MMA fighter, he was primarily a wrestler, like you said. Like his stand up game is not good at all. Really, he was a gold medalist in I think he was a gold medalist. He was in the Olympics I think for what's it called for wrestling. So like he's definitely a pure wrestler. He doesn't have any boxing skill really. He is tough though, which is why it is very confusing on why he got knocked out after like the few punches.
I mean, I feel like he kind of like didn't really want to fight afterwards
Oh no, yeah,
because that's like the way he stumbled, like didn't really look like he got knocked out.
he definitely got
Like
knocked out, dude.
he kind of just like stumbled and like fell. I feel like he would just like fell like right away.
Yeah, no, that was very very. I think that was staged, honestly. And did he just I think that one was staged. I don't think I don't think the other fights were staged, but like yikes, Jake Paul and like yeah, maybe not staged, but like I think that there was definitely a plan for Jake to win at least something. It's like a 1-2 wouldn't. I don't think it would get him that quickly. And it's hard to believe that he would like he didn't even try and prepare. Like he did not even like defend himself. He just stood there like a freaking statue and just let himself get knocked down.
Now, you said earlier, well, you said before, Logan Paul wants to fight Floyd Money Mayweather. Why? Floyd Money Mayweather is gonna destroy Logan Paul. I'm not a big fan of boxing and all that stuff, but I know Floyd Money Mayweather. He's undefeated, or he might have one
Yeah,
loss. Manny
15-0,
Pacquiao,
15-0.
15-0, yeah. He's going to knock Logan Paul out in seconds.
He might not though. That's like, all right. I know that people. I know. I think
But
that Mayweather
maybe
definitely
not
wins.
seconds, but he's gonna knock him out.
Mayweather definitely wins, right? The problem is right. Mayweather isn't the type of fighter to like box people and just knock them out. He is very defensive. He's like everyone knows he's like one like well, everyone who like watches boxing really. Well, that's what I've heard at least that he's very defensive, right? He's not one to like knock people out and be very offensive. He likes to what's it called? Just play defensive, play till the later rounds, and then win then, right? Win by decision. And I think that that shouldn't happen because then Jake Paul's gonna be full of himself. Logan Paul's gonna be full of himself, honestly. Not as bad as Jake. I think that Logan Paul is a lot better than Jake Paul, just as like a person, honestly. Like
I like Jake Paul
he's
more.
definitely reformed. Like I think Logan Paul reformed. But either way, I mean, Logan should. I don't know how the hell he got this fight to happen, but I mean, congrats to him. I don't think he's gonna win.
Same. I would want to see Jake Paul fight Logan Paul. Boxing match. I think Jake would win.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna do the Max Kellerman thing now.
Go for it.
So before we do the mock draft, I saw this video on ESPN saying Max Kellerman wants the Giants to trade up from 11 to draft Trey Lance. Okay, that part is understandable. But now He wants the Giants to keep Daniel Jones. What are you talking about, Max? What are you talking about? Why do you trade up for a quarterback and then keep a quarterback who you just drafted like 3 years ago as your backup? That makes no sense. It's a waste of a pick. You're not going anywhere in the future. I'm so happy you do not manage the New York Giants because we would be in a worse scenario we are right now. You sound so dumb, and I know you're not going to see this, but I hope you do. You sound dumb, Max Kellerman. I don't know how that aired on ESPN. I don't know what people were thinking when they're like, "Damn, how are we're really airing this right now?" Max Kellerman sounds really dumb. Maybe we should like cut to commercial break. Like, what are you talking about? Like, straight up, what were
Yeah.
you talking about? Like, I don't care if we trade up and get Trey Lance. He was pretty good in college. I get that. Or probably then we trade Daniel Jones. I know he hasn't been the best. A lot of turnovers. That part, that's understandable. I get that. But you're keeping Daniel Jones? That's just stupid.
I mean, yeah, that's really all there is to it, honestly. I mean, I watched the video for the first time. That entire clip hurt me, honestly. Watching everything from Stephen A. Smith talking about football to Kellerman talking about trading up for Trey Lance and then keeping it's a dumpster fire. Like, if you had like Aaron Rodgers, if you had like a great quarterback that's old, sure. Daniel Jones, like he's he's not the best, obviously. But like, holy shit, man. You can't just like go and destroy one of their confidences and then you give yourself a useless trade piece. Because no one's gonna want Jones, because everyone knows what he does. Right? So hypothetically, if they even did that, what would you even get for you wouldn't really get anything for what's his name? Not Mac Jones, wow. Daniel Jones. And if what's his name? If one of them isn't good, then there's just no trade value at all. That's just it's just idiotic.
And say you do this, and both quarterbacks are just atrocious next year.
Hmm
Really
Then
bad stats.
then you lose everything.
Do you go out and draft another quarterback? Like, what do you do then? Like,
Then you're
I feel
doomed.
like you got to stick with Daniel Jones this year. See how he does. If he does not improve, maybe get a quarterback next year. That's what I think. Do not get a quarterback this year. Don't draft a quarterback and keep the other quarterback as your backup because you're just ruining both their confidences and you sound dumb. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I mean, yeah, that's really all there is to it, honestly. It's baffling how like someone could think like that and then be paid millions of dollars.
You know, like you're on
Not saying I
national.
should, but like Jesus Christ, man, that's just such a dumb take to have. And dumb is a very nice word, honestly.
It honestly might have just been clickbait. Like they just
Honest.
came up with that together. Like, oh man, how are we gonna get a lot of views today? Let's just do like something really stupid, right?
Let's just throw
Like
Max
you just
Kellerman
like
under the
you're in that
bus.
room like, oh yeah, I'll say like the Giants should trade up, get Trey Lance, but keep both quarterbacks, and like we'll just like argue about it and say like random stuff. Like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. A lot of people would watch that because we sound dumb, and it's gonna lead to views. I feel like I mean like I don't know, but hey, what do I know? I'm a small YouTube channel, and he's on ESPN making millions. Now here's our third and probably last mock draft of the channel. First pick is the Jaguars. Pretty easy pick here. I mean, it's
Sarah
gonna be Trevor
Fullers.
Lawrence. There's no
Yeah,
argument here.
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, Lawrence. Then
2, Zach Wilson.
yeah,
And no real argument here.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
the only argument might be Justin
yeah,
Fields,
exactly. No one else.
but I think it's gonna be Zach Wilson.
Yeah, it's almost definitely. It has a good 95% chance of Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Now 3 with the 49ers.
This is like the weirdest pick of all, honestly.
Yes, because they traded up for it.
Yeah.
Justin Fields is there. Trey Lance is there. I don't think they're gonna take them, but I think they're gonna get Mac Jones
I
because
think yeah,
they
I
really
think
like
so
him.
too. But like I think that like the order is Mac Jones, Trey Lance, and then Justin Fields for the Niners. I don't think they could like I don't think they're that high on Justin Wilson. And Trey Lance, like I said, I really like the fact that they traded up after they saw his pro day. They knew they liked him on the spot. So I was like I feel like that's like the biggest telling point of like this draft. But then like Mac Jones just out of nowhere, I feel like everyone's like just like picking him together. Yeah, I think Mac Jones definitely could be a pick.
Now with the Falcons, do they take Justin Fields, replace Matty Ice, or let him learn under Matty Ice? Protect Matty Ice with Panay Sewell. Get Matt Ryan some weapons with Chase or Pitts. Really go on the defensive side, maybe get Surtain or maybe get Parsons. I think the pick here is probably going to be Michael Parsons.
I think they should trade down because they get Micah Parsons later, definitely.
Yeah. So
Like I think that like I continuously do this in any mock draft I do. I think the Broncos trade up, take Justin Fields.
trade up. Okay. Let's do a trade here.
All right, yeah,
Um, Atlanta and
Denver, yep, and
I'm
then
I'm not going into it. I'm just doing
yeah,
literal
this trade is gonna
49.
be
I don't
yeah.
care about the details that much.
It'll probably be for a first next year as well, but you know that doesn't really. We're not gonna do all that. It's you know
No, I'm just
that
doing
the
like
premise of it is that'll be the pick.
yeah, we're just really swapping picks here. Broncos. I mean, if you're trading up,
Justin Fields, yeah,
I think it's gonna be Justin Fields.
definitely.
They're gonna move on from Drew Lock.
Yep.
5 Bengals. I heard they really like Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
I think they should take Panay Sewell, but
yeah, me too.
I mean for
Please
this
pick
mock,
Sewell. Please pick
if the Bengals want Jamar Chase, I think we're gonna just take Jamar Chase.
I don't think
Keep it
that's
kind of
just so
realistic.
illogical. That's a problem.
I know
It's
it
like so
is.
bad. I think it's a smokescreen, honestly, to get someone to do some type of trade. I don't know what the hell they're doing for trading, but like I think that Panay still has to be the pick here. It really does because like if you get like what's the point of having a nice Lamborghini, right, without wheels?
That's true. That's true.
Like it's having a nice car without car insurance. That's a
All right,
better comparison than wheels.
Panay Sewell's the pick. Dolphins. I heard they might be trading down on this pick.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell they trade down to though. That like
Same.
yeah. The only people I can see them trading down with is Denver because they'd want to trade up for a quarterback. They're not trading with Patriots because that's in division. So I think
Can
that
I can see them trading with the Eagles right now because
trading back into where they, you know,
this is yes, but this is the thing. They don't really like Jalen Hurts. They
yeah,
said this. They don't like him.
yeah.
And Trey Lance right here is on the board. And the Eagles see that. They might trade up and try to get Trey Lance. Which I think they're gonna do.
That'd be one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Bro.
If they trade out and trade back into the same spot, I'd actually have like an aneurysm.
Well, they wanted Zach Wilson, which they said.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Everyone doesn't want Zach
they
Wilson.
definitely want a quarterback. And they figured
Yeah.
I mean, they might not be getting like what a quarterback at 6. I don't know why they wouldn't think that. So maybe trade back, try to get some picks, and then maybe like one of the receivers there. But Trey Lance is on the board, and I think they want to trade for him.
They might, dude. Like,
I mean,
I find it hard to believe they trade back to 6 though, because you know that's where they trade out of, and that would make sense really.
yeah, it's
But like,
true.
I could see them definitely trading up. I just don't know where.
Hmm. I
I think
mean,
that the I think we'd have to pick Chase here just because that's only the only person I could see them picking. They have a really good tight end, Mike Gesicki, so I think that having Jamar Chase would just be so much better. when you have like I feel like having the two good tight ends, like it's good, but like it's only for certain offenses, really.
Yeah, I think Jamar Chase is the pick.
Yeah,
He's the best wide receiver in the class. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they go Waddle or Smith,
yeah, definitely.
just because I
I
mean,
think that Chase is probably the number one like leading guy, and then Smith and Chase are like the two toss ups like that people say.
yeah, but like I mean, Tua, Smith, and Marley have like that Alabama connection, so maybe Miami wants that. But I think
Yeah,
Jamar Chase is
exactly.
going to be the pick here.
Yeah,
Seven's the Lions. I mean,
another. I think this has to be either Smith or Waddle.
yeah, I think it's going to be Waddle, just because a lot of teams like him more than Smith.
Yeah,
So I think it's going to be Waddle.
yeah, because like especially with Smith's weight being still low recently, and he got weighted at like 160 something, like 164, I want to say.
I
This is
mean,
Pitts. This is Pitts. 100% sure it's Pitts.
I think they're going to go Rashawn Slater.
They can't go. They can't pass up on Pitts. I don't think. I wanna agree with you. I really do. But Kyle Pitts just there, and you trade for Sam Darnold, and you don't want to do the same thing that New York did to him, and not give him anything to throw to. You don't want to give him like a water boy to throw to.
I mean, he does have Robbie Anderson, but like, you also do want to protect him as well.
Yeah, of course you do. But their O line isn't as horrendous as the Jets was.
That's true. That's true.
Like they can definitely go with a weapon. And since Waddle and Jamar Chase are off the board, and you already have two good receivers, give them Kyle Pitts a good check down option, a good, just a good option in general. He's more than a check down option, obviously, but he'll do everything that you want him to do.
He's a different breed.
Oh yeah,
Falcons. I mean,
this
I
is
think
why
it's
they
going to
go
go back to
Parsons. I
Parsons
think.
here.
Yeah, this is why they go Parsons.
It's really either Parsons or Slater, but I think it's going to be Parsons.
Yeah, definitely. I think Parsons is definitely the pick.
Cowboys on the clock.
Let's be generic and pick Patrick Surtain, just
Yeah,
like
it's going to be
everyone else does, because it's Patrick Surtain.
It's going to be Patrick Surtain. Giants on the clock. I think it's going to be Devontae Smith.
Really?
Yeah. Dave
I would
Gettleman.
have thought Slater.
Dave Gettleman really likes Devontae Smith. I think we're going to take him.
Then go for it. I mean, if that's what you hear, then I'm not hearing it, but because I don't follow the Giants nearly as much. So if that's what you're hearing, then go for it, man.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be Devontae Smith or Rashawn Slater.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be mad at the picks.
Yeah, exactly. I think that you win no matter what there.
Unless they want to trade down.
Exactly. I hear that too. I've heard to trade down as well. But then again, Dave Gettleman doesn't know how to trade down. So
Did you hear what he said?
no.
He said he tries trading down, but he doesn't want to get fleeced. So I'm guessing the offers have been really bad, and he's like, it's not worth doing it. So I'll just
either
take
that or
whoever.
like he doesn't know what a good trade really is. Like he doesn't know the own value of that pick. Cause like it's like Jesus, like if you want to trade down, then like I don't know. I feel it's not that hard to trade down if like people are definitely contending to trade up, especially with Trey Lance on the board. Like right now, like I could see Washington or Chicago both wanted to trade up on the spot, trying to get one of these players.
Yeah, I could see Chicago trading up.
Yeah, exactly. One of those teams trading up.
I don't see.
Like getting fleeced, like I don't even know, man. Like you want to be smart about it, but like if he can't decide that, he can work himself to trade down as well. He doesn't have to like always have like 100% leverage.
Well, also he also said like the value just wasn't there for that
Yeah.
specific
Yeah, of
draft
course.
spot.
Yeah.
Because last year when they took Andrew Thomas, he did want to trade down.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing the value for the number 4 pick wasn't there.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think Washington's going to be trading up here just because it's the same division.
Yeah, no, of course. But I understand like trading up for that guy.
Quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Devontae Smith here.
Go for it.
And now we were talking about the Eagles earlier. I think it's going to be Trey Lance.
I mean, yeah.
I just shocked the room to the
happening.
quarterback.
Yeah.
13 with the Chargers.
It has to be Slater.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
Has
Slater.
to be Slater. This is a miracle for them.
Gotta protect Herbert.
Yep. Speaking of miracles, having Christian Darrisaw there is a savior for them, honestly, because their offensive line is absolutely horrendous.
Oh yeah.
And now this is very unlucky for the Patriots,
Yeah.
as they had Mac Jones going. All right, 3 ready.
This is another team that could be trading up for a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, Like they could definitely trade it with like the Giants or the Cowboys to trade up into and pick Lance.
But I think here they're gonna be looking for an offensive weapon for Cam Newton.
Either that or defense, yeah.
See, it's a lot of defense right now.
Yeah, I think that they'd probably just have to go defense here. And
They
honestly,
they might
JOK,
be trading down though.
yeah, I'm not sure who they trade down with because there's no one really like huge that you'd want to get.
Maybe the Colts or the Titans, and they get like a cornerback.
Yeah, they want to get JC Horton, yeah.
That's
Just right before the Cardinals pick him up.
Yeah,
Because if
that's who
he's
I'm
there at the
thinking.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
But I think with your linebackers getting kind of old, you'd want JOK because like I said, linebackers getting old, and that's like a big part of Bill Belichick's defenses.
Yeah. Cardinals, like we were saying earlier, it's probably going to be J.C. Horn helping out that secondary. Raiders up.
Tevin Jenkins.
Who?
Tevin Jenkins.
Tevin Jenkins.
A lot of people like Tevin Jenkins, especially he's like a pure tackle.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Elijah Vera Tucker getting picked, but I think Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah.
Dolphins on the clock again. Michael on the defensive side and take Kwity Paye.
Yeah, I just like Kwity Paye as well. You get rid of Kyle Van Noy, and there goes Kwity Paye. There's his replacement.
Now Washington's up.
I think that they'll trade down.
Same.
Yeah.
Who are they going to trade down with?
The Browns.
The Browns. Okay.
The Browns. The Browns are going to trade up. I'm not sure what the trade would be, but the premise of the pick would be 15 for 16, yeah.
Yeah, we're just really swapping picks here.
And then it would be something probably next, like if you maybe like a 4th or 5th, something like that, yeah. We can't put that on here, but that's the premise of it. And then with this, they go Barmore.
Who?
After they release Sheldon Richardson, Barmore go down a little bit. He's the best defensive tackle in the entire class. Yeah. Yeah, he's really good with he's just a really good lineman, obviously. I mean, that's getting rid of Sheldon Richardson. That's easily their best bet of picking.
Bears being up, not a lot of offensive options. I think they might go on the defensive side, take Gregory Rousseau.
That's definitely possible, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Rousseau. I think teams like him more than Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, because Jalen Phillips with the injuries, it's kind of harsh.
So I think he might be falling a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I also heard Gregory Rousseau might fall out of the first round because he had a bad pro day.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't really. I don't know who they're going to be taking. I think it's going to be an edge player, probably one of these 3. I mean, they might take Aziz.
Aziz Ojulari, yeah.
I mean, I think Rousseau is going to be the pick, though.
Go for it. All right.
Colts being up. I mean, Caleb Farley's there.
Yeah, they could definitely go Farley. I mean,
I think they might go him.
Their secondary is not the best at all.
Yeah, and we said earlier they might be trading up, try to get J.C. Horn or try to get Caleb Farley. So I think Caleb Farley is going to be the pick here.
Yeah.
Now Titans being up.
I think that this is Bateman.
Rashard Bateman.
Yeah, because losing their tight end, losing their wide receiver, obviously, it's kind of harsh.
Yeah. I mean, him and AJ Brown. That could be a good duo.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you have Derrick Henry as well.
Yeah.
Good offense. Jets being up. Do they take an
Elijah Vera Tucker
Yeah, or I was gonna say Elijah.
immediately.
Protect
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
Yep.
Najee Harris for the Steelers.
Yeah, I can see it being Najee Harris. I mean, they love it's really stupid, honestly. They shouldn't pick Najee Harris, but they probably will because they think they're like one good piece away from winning. But like, reality of it is their offensive line's god awful because half of them either are tired or old or they left free agency. They think Najee Harris is gonna do it, so they're gonna pick Najee Harris. Bang, and everyone's gonna hate it.
Jaguars being up again. I mean,
This should probably be a lineman because you gotta protect the golden boy.
yeah.
Samuel Cosme's probably their best bet.
Gotta protect Trev.
Yep.
Football team on the clock.
I think that they go Trayvon Morig. And they trade back and they still get their guy. I think that secondary, if you build that secondary, they're gonna be really, really good because they already have the front seven. That's great. Now they see secondary with Trayvon Morig. They are going to be a very, very fine defense.
Yeah, they're gonna be good defense, but I don't know about Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, of course.
He's inconsistent.
Yeah, I think they'll pick a quarterback in like the later rounds.
Yeah.
Maybe try an experiment, or with Heineke, of course, as well.
I mean, who knows with Heineke? He could be a
Exactly.
one-game
He's
wonder.
a wild card. He's the wild card.
So you don't really know what you're getting with him.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? If Heineke's terrible, then they go 5-11 and 5-12, whatever the hell you want to call it, and then they get a quarterback in the first round next year.
Yeah.
Even though the quarterback class not nearly as good, they'll probably still be a higher pick.
And then Ravens being up, you got to give Lamar a weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney. Yeah.
And I heard good things about him as well.
Oh yeah, Kadarius Toney is going to be like one of the best guys for for where he got picked. He got picked in a low first round, and he's going to be very, very good, I think.
Yeah.
Like obviously the first 3 or 4 wide receivers we picked are going to be good, but Kadarius at the bottom of the first round. It's a very good value, just like Justin Jefferson, kind of. Like with all the other, like with Jerry Judy, Ruggs, and what's his name? Oh, what's that one? Ruggs, Judy, and CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, those 3 going like the first-ish in the beginning of the first round, basically. And then Justin Jefferson being picked like 26, I think it was. That's very good value. It'll be just like this, I think.
And both
Maybe
purple teams.
Yeah. He might not be as good as Justin Jefferson, obviously, but still, I think he'll be very, very good.
Yeah, same. Saints being up. I mean, I don't really know who they're going to be taking.
They have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But I think that Greg Newsome should be their pick.
Greg Newsome.
Besides Marshall Lattimore, their defense is kind of terrible. Their secondary, by that I mean.
And now Packers, they're going to be giving Rodgers another weapon.
Yeah, they make Rodgers happy for once in their lives.
Yeah, it just really depends who they're taking. If it's Terrace Marshall or Elijah Moore.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one to pick, honestly. You would have hoped that Kadarius Toney fell to you, honestly.
Yeah. But, I could see, both of these guys going there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because both are good.
Yeah.
But I think Terrace Marshall is going to be the pick here.
Yeah, I see that.
Those being up.
I think this is where Jalen Phillips stops falling, honestly. Because you're such a good team, you could kind of take the risk of an injury, kind of. And if it works out, then goddamn, your defense is going to be so much better than it was.
Yeah. And, I mean, you're putting pressure on Mahomes.
Yep.
We saw in the Super Bowl when you put pressure on him, like what the Bucs did. I mean, he stopped him.
Exactly.
So I think you got to do it.
Yeah. And with the offensive lineup being the best in the AFC East, he should be having a fun time.
Yeah. Now the Chiefs, you got to protect Mahomes
Go to lineman.
at all
Yeah.
costs.
Jalen Mayfield.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to do it. Their offensive line is so bad. And I mean, if Eric Fisher heals, I hear he might go back there, but out of like a less of a deal. But yeah,
Bucks being up, I mean, I think they might go Savon Collins, the linebacker,
yeah, because I mean,
just so
that's definitely a
just to really
possibility.
boost it up.
Yeah,
Now the Jaguars being up, I think they're gonna give Trevor Lawrence a weapon in Elijah Moore here.
they could definitely do that. Yeah, and I would not be surprised. It's either that or Aziz Ojulari.
Yeah.
Aziz Ojulari is very good, and it would help their defense. Although they have a pretty good linebacker core already. I mean, edge is never a bad enough too many of. They could kind of replace them a little bit.
But I think you got to give like Lawrence a weapon because
Yeah, just to help. Yeah, because if he's gonna be as good as everyone says he is, then damn,
yeah.
that's definitely a good pick there.
And now for the Jets, I mean, Aziz fell to you in the second round. I feel like you just got to help on that defense.
You can do that, or you can get the biggest. I think just the biggest glaring need is cornerback, and Asante Samuel Jr. is right there because I like the Jets definitely got help with their line already when they signed Lawson, and then they signed now they have Lawson, Quentin Williams, Franklin Myers, and Sheldon Rankins, I believe his name is, we signed from the Saints, and then Vinny Curry from the what's it called, Eagles. The the defensive line's looking pretty good right now. I think that you have to go secondary here.
All right. I mean, you're the Jeff, and you know more than me.
Yeah, I mean the he'll honestly be like a day one starter. That's not Samuel Jr.
Falcons up. I mean, I
This is
think
a hard pick.
yeah, I feel like you might be protecting Matt Ryan.
They could definitely do that. That's definitely a chance.
Um,
You were hoping that Asante Samuel fell to you, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah, because that secondary is not the best at all.
I mean, still like really bulk up that defense, and I got Parsons earlier,
But their defense is absolutely horrendous. Yeah.
so they might go Aziz here.
Yeah, Aziz Ojulari.
Now with like Dolphins, I mean, like we're saying, like edge, it doesn't really hurt you to have too much,
Yeah.
so you might go Jason Away.
Yeah, but they picked Quiddy Pay already. That's the only problem. I
Oh
would
yeah,
agree. Like
that's true.
I think like I said, edge definitely you don't want. It's not a bad thing to have too much edge rushes, right? But the problem is like since you already drafted one of the first round, you don't want to piss someone off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the Dolphins are honestly in like the best state they could possibly be in right now.
yeah, I don't really know what they're gonna be going
I
for
think
right
that
now.
Landon Dickerson could
And Dickerson.
definitely, yeah, because their offensive line is not the absolute best, and since they didn't pick anyone at the first round, this would definitely be a prime place.
Eagles being up. They took Lance. They might be giving him a weapon
Exactly.
with more here.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I forgot. I forgot if they took shit. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty silly. Yeah.
I thought it was Panay, but I was making sure. All right.
Yeah, I think that Jason
Bengals.
Owe could work here.
Yeah.
Since they lost Carl Lawson, they need someone to get after their quarterback, and Owe is definitely a great pick.
And he had a really good pro day as well.
Yep.
Panthers being on the clock.
Leatherwood. Like you said earlier, like how when you were talking about Jonathan Slater, that's a great idea. But when you get Leatherwood in the second round,
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah.
Broncos being up, traded up for Justin Fields.
Yep.
I feel like you got to protect him because you got good weapons with Judy and Hamler.
Yeah, their offensive line isn't the greatest. It's definitely not bad, but it definitely could be a lot better.
Yeah, I think.
Eichenberg.
Yeah.
Yep.
That could work. Lions being up.
They went offensive and first, and they have their defense here because their defense is very, very, very bad. I think Jimmy Davis having a great linebacker, and that could definitely help them quite a bit.
Drummond Davis.
Yeah.
Now the Giants being up. You kind of wanted Drummond Davis to fall to you, but it's not the end of the world because you get Joseph Ossie to put pressure on quarterbacks.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, if I think if Drummond Davis did fall, he would be the pick here.
Yeah, I think that Joseph Osai and Jimmy Davis could definitely be interchanged. Like I could definitely see the Lions picking Osai as well, instead of Davis, and then the Giants getting Davis. So like either way, I think that's a pretty it's a pretty good problem to have. I mean, having the Giants kind of needed a linebacker and an edge, and the Lions also needed a linebacker and an edge. So like whichever one they value more and whichever player they like more, that's probably gonna be the answer.
Yeah. Niners being on the clock. I mean, I don't really know who they're gonna be going for. Maybe Eric Stokes.
That could definitely be an answer. Yeah, they lost a lot of their cornerbacks to free agency.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, I had a sneeze.
That's unlucky. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, that was fucking tragic.
I was literally about to sneeze.
That was tragic.
And it just like disappeared. I was like, "You're kidding me, right?"
Yeah.
That sucked. All right, Cowboys being on the clock. I mean, Nick Bolton's there. I feel like you kind of need a linebacker right now.
Yeah, I think that it could be either Nick Bolton or Pat Fryermuth. I think that one of these two is definitely the play because you know how they love their tight ends.
Yeah, but like the Cowboys, they already have a really good offense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so they could definitely help out the defense with
defense isn't that
Bolton.
good, and I feel like they took Patrick Surtain in the first round.
Yeah,
So I feel like that helped the secondary and then helped like linebacking core.
Yep, exactly. They've had a lot. They've
Jaguars
had already
up
3
again.
selections.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, they can go a lot of different ways with this.
Yeah. They could get another offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Go defensive lineman. And I mean, but Pat Fryermouth is there. I feel like that might be the pick.
Yeah.
You just because he can also block.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's a really good red zone target and just like target in general.
Is their tight end core right now consists of Tyler Eifert, which would have been good if we were in 2013, but we're not. So I mean, Tyler Eifert can actually help. Tyler Eifert could actually help Pat Fryermuth to grow as a player. So I think Fryermuth is definitely a great pick here.
I mean, Pat Fryermuth, he's probably one of the best tight ends. Well, going to the season, he was the best tight end, and Kyle Pitts happened.
Yeah.
So I mean, but Pat Fryermuth, he's a really good tight end. Patriots being on the clock. Patriots being on the clock. I mean, maybe they try to get Cam some weapons here. I don't really know who's available.
Oh, who did they pick the first round? I forget.
Like, not a lot of wide receivers available here.
Oh, who did they pick the first round? Do you know?
No, I
I completely forget.
Same. Deep
Oh yeah,
cornerback.
okay, yeah.
So they're probably not. So
It's a. I mean, I could definitely see them maybe getting a lineman, honestly.
Dylan Radunes
Yeah,
protect Cam.
yeah. Then whoever the hell they draft next year, because I think that Cam's gonna be done with the next year or two with the Patriots.
No. Chargers being on the clock.
All right, go to cornerback.
Cornerback.
Yeah, because the Chargers' need for cornerback is absolutely horrendous. Like
Elijah.
it's honest. Like you had to kind of pick best cornerback available right now.
Yeah.
It's either him or Javon Holland because Javon Holland, although it's a safety, he can play slot cornerback quite well. So either or Elijah Molden or Javon Holland can be the play, but I think that Elijah Molden would be more of a surefire pick for just a pure cornerback.
Raiders on the clock.
They'll probably reach for a guy, honestly. That's what they do best.
I mean, maybe protect Carr, get an offensive lineman.
This is where I think the Jets should trade up. The Jets should trade up one of these. We're not going to do that, but like the Jets trading out to draft Travis Etienne would be absolutely amazing right here. But
I mean,
like,
we can do that.
I'm not sure how that would even work
Let's see.
because Etienne does like the Jets. He's already talked about that. The Jets would give up that like a third round pick, then probably feed them either a late round pick or a future round pick. We can't
Oh,
really do that. Just throw in the first. We're not going to use it this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
So probably some
But
other picks.
it's probably gonna be for like a third. Well, they're obviously to me for their first third pick, and then probably like a 5, then a next year, something like that. Some trade that would involve multiple picks, definitely. Maybe just one. I'm not sure. They would probably just next year picks, honestly, or a late round pick this year.
I'm just seeing the two first things up here.
Yeah, just do that. Yeah.
Like you said, Travis Etienne.
Yeah, and the Jets run game with what's his name? With LaFleur's system and just how they ran everything down in, well, over there in what's it called, San Francisco. That would be a great pick, having another great running back, and this would be probably your main running back.
Cardinals being on the clock. I think you just gotta protect Kyler
Exactly.
right now.
Yep.
I think
Creed Humphrey
Wyatt.
or Wyatt Davis, either or.
Yeah, I think
You
Wyatt
don't
Davis
lose here. Probably
yeah.
probably Wyatt Davis because Creed Humphrey's a center, and you just got what's his name, Rodney Houston
from the Raiders.
Yeah,
Dolphins up again.
The fourth time.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
I don't know who they're gonna be taking here.
I mean, this is where you would pick Travis Etienne, I think. That's why I trade up with the. That's why I say the Jets should trade up before this pick even happens, because you don't want Travis Etienne in your division. And I think this is where they would go running back. So Javon Williams, I guess, would be good right here because they really don't need anything else. Like right now, they have a luxury pick. You know, they pick Javonte Williams, and that's really how it goes. They're pretty set.
Football team being on the clock. Like we said, they need a quarterback. I think they might be trading down here and get a quarterback like later second round.
I wouldn't be surprised. And I think they'll probably get a quarterback either second or third round. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see the Ravens trying to jump up. Maybe the Rams trying to jump up, but I think it's gonna be the Ravens that jump up here.
Go for it. For Baltimore, right? Baltimore.
I can't find Baltimore. Oh, here.
That's on top, yeah.
I'm literally so dumb.
And then it'll probably be the same with the Jets. You know, a little bit of some later picks.
Yeah. I'm not going into detail on the trades.
Yeah, exactly.
I think now I think they might be protecting Lamar here. Because you got him a weapon. Like he's mobile, obviously.
It's either they draft Humphrey or Basham.
Or who?
Basham. It's one of those two, Carlos
Yeah.
Basham Jr. Yeah, because their defensive line does need a little bit of help, especially they did lose what's his name, Yannick Ngakoue, and so yeah, but yeah, you can't go wrong with either Creed Humphrey or Carlos Basham Jr.
Yeah. But like, I think you want to just give Lamar like a couple of seconds
Yeah, because
to
also they're
just
also a run first team, so
get rid of the
it
ball.
would help their running game so much, which in turn helps the pass game.
Bears being on the clock here. I mean,
What QB's available?
look, we'll keep it. Trask.
Yikes.
Yeah. I feel like they don't really want to reach for Trask.
Mhm.
So they might be taking him later on.
Mhm.
But like, the thing with
That
Trask is, I feel like he was up for the Heisman last year. He had a great season.
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes like second, third round.
exactly. Yeah, I think that I was actually I was gonna question taking him from the Steelers actually for the
I
second round. I would not be surprised at that.
I could see Trask going to the Bears right here.
Yeah, definitely.
Titans being on the clock. I feel like a good edge right now.
Exactly, yeah. Like you wanted edge first round, but Rashad Bateman just really good, so you don't draft him there. You still get a very good edge in Basham, and that's a great pick for them.
And I mean, you just lost Clowney as well.
Exactly, yeah.
But like, he wasn't that good last year.
Yeah.
So hopefully it helps you out. Colts being up here. Trying to think who the Colts might be taking.
Yeah, this is an interesting pick. Who did they get the first round? I forget again.
Caleb Farley.
Okay, yeah, that's that. Okay. So in this case, what offensive linemen are available? Might be Walker Little.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walker Little. He's had a fair amount of he's fallen because he hasn't played in a while, but because of injuries. But I think he's quite a good player.
Same. Steelers being up. You wish Trask fell to you.
Yep, exactly. Because I think Trask is probably one of the better QBs that you get in the later round. Like you get in rounds 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. That's the same thing with Washington here. With Washington, it's really not the end of the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
But with Pittsburgh, now like you don't really know what to do because I feel like you really just needed a quarterback.
Yeah, I think that they'll probably just go with Joe Tyron and Edge because they lost Bud Dupree. They're kind of in like purgatory hell right now. They're not
Yeah.
having a fun. They're not having a fun time right now.
Seahawks being up, I mean, I feel like they're gonna get tackle and just protect Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Brady or Jackson could both either one which could work.
Yeah, not too Brady. Now Rams being up.
They're also they need to hire like someone. If any of these guys majored in business or accountant and they could somehow get their cap room not to be as terrible as it is, then pick him. But since we're not going to do that, I mean, they're fairly well off, honestly. Besides the accountant, I think they should probably just go offensive line
Yeah,
and just or receiver if they like any receivers. Yeah, Brown. St. Brown. My
Sam
bad.
Brown.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, wide receiver dropping to them. You have Cup, Woods, and now Brown. I mean, quite the good offense.
Now football team being on the clock. like we said, like you want to Trask, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly. And you already picked safety earlier, and your defense is already just so damn good. You really don't need a defensive lineman.
I feel like you're gonna go on the offensive side.
Definitely.
Probably a wide receiver.
Yep. Either Amari Rogers, Wallace, or Brown.
Yeah, I think Wallace might be the. I think Brown might be the pick here actually.
Go for it.
Brown's being up.
You got your defensive lineman already. I mean, and then you signed Josh Johnson the third, or John Johnson the third. Oddest name I've ever heard in my entire life, honestly. I mean,
here, I can see the Giants trading up.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like the Giants might be trading up, and they might be getting Jabril Cox.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, since they didn't get the linebacker they wanted,
Yeah,
trading for Jabril Cox would not be a bad idea. And then it'll probably be a third round pick and then like some later draft picks, but this is very lax trading. So
yeah. I'm just doing like the first two things.
yeah, exactly.
So,
Because we're not gonna use it this year.
But yeah, I think Jabril Cox is gonna be the pick here.
Yeah, of course.
Really help out that defense.
Yeah, exactly. That'll help them with honestly everything.
Yeah, and I heard he's similar to Blake Martinez, which is good because he was very good last year, Blake. Saints being up.
I mean, you went defense before with Greg Newsome, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, probably want more defense, honestly.
Yeah,
Their offense doesn't really need any help, honestly.
I feel like I might go D-line right here.
Yeah. Levi, I cannot pronounce his last name.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Those being up, I mean, your offense is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you might go offensive lineman right here, just to put or defensive lineman.
Yeah, and that's probably a safe pick.
I feel like we went defense last round, so we'll go offense now, which makes a lot more sense. So I think Jackson Carman right here.
All right. They went a receiver last round, so I think this is where they go. Someone on defense.
Yeah.
Probably get honestly Javon Holland. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's a very good pick.
Yeah, he fell to you.
Yep.
So I mean, really, him and Shari could be a very good secondary.
Yeah, exactly. And then, as I said before, he's very versatile. He'll play slot corner or he'll play safety.
Yeah. Chiefs being up, we went offense last round. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they go offense again.
Yeah.
But
they could get Quinn Mearns. I cannot say his last name for my life. Or they can get or they could just get some defensive help. But I think that went up. Yeah, exactly. It's not a bad pick at all.
Buccaneers up. I mean, Richie Grant, Tyson Shamble are there. Like, your secondary is good. Like, you could just improve that, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, they don't really need anything else, honestly.
Yeah.
But they might get like a wide receiver in case what's his name? It doesn't join back next year. What's his name? I'm trying to think of. No. The other guy. Who did they franchise tag this year?
Godwin.
Yes, Godwin. Yes, if Godwin does not return, then I could see them getting a receiver here. So they have a lot of good receivers that are available. Either Wallace or Rogers could work perfectly.
I think Amari Rogers might be the pick here.
What? Yeah.
Right.
Just save it. It won't save, I don't think. But yeah, or back out either way.
Save it. So that was our second mock. That was our third mock draft of the channel. Probably our last mock draft. Yeah. And then we're going to be next week when we're reviewing their draft. In NFL news, the Baltimore Ravens traded away left tackle Orlando Brown to the Kansas City Chiefs for a first-round pick, a third round pick, a fourth round pick, and a fifth round pick. I think the Kansas City Chiefs won this trade, obviously. They got a Pro Bowl left tackle to protect Patrick Mahomes. You have the weapons for him. You just went to the Super Bowl. Last year you won it, and now you're just protecting him. Kind of weird the Ravens trade him. I know they got a couple picks there, but he didn't want to be right tackle. He just wanted to be left tackle, and he wanted more money.
I mean, yeah, that's all there really is to it. I mean, the Ravens didn't really want to deal with him. You know, it was just like not. It's never good to have like bad like locker room vibes and like having like people like complaining about things like that. And I mean, like the thing is, he shined at left tackle this year. He was absolutely phenomenal. He was a lot better at left tackle than he ever was at right tackle. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's with others too. Once he found that out, and then he's like, "Oh, well, they get paid more. Moves left tackle." When Ravens refuse, he's not taking that one. He's not playing that. So I mean, the thing is with this trade, it does not make sense at all for the Ravens. I mean, yes, you get a first rounder. It's a late first rounder though, and then you get up a second round pick. That's the big like thing, like you're giving up a second round pick for I don't even know why, honestly. Like you're getting a bunch of picks back, but basically those are like 1 or 2 round swaps. So like giving up a third and a second is it seems senile to me.
Yeah, it didn't make that much sense. I feel like a team maybe in the NFC could have been smarter for the Ravens to do, get him out of the AFC.
Oh yeah.
So you have a better chance of beating the Chiefs in the playoffs if you get there, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing what the Chiefs did this year. I don't know how on God's earth they did it. And they got rid of their 2 tackles and they rebuilt their offensive line in one off season. It's absolutely astonishing. Like everyone's like, oh well, there goes the Chiefs getting rid of their entire offensive line, and now they signed Joe Tooney, they got Orlando Brown Jr., and now they have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL.
From not protecting Mahomes to literally building a brick wall around
Yeah,
him.
literally. And I
And
wouldn't
you,
be surprised if Eric Fisher comes back as well, because they said they are open to a trade, re-signing if he gets that leg injury healed up
wow, probably the favorites to win the AFC again.
easily. Unless you really like what the Bills do in like the draft.
Yeah.
I think the Bills and Chiefs are going to be going at it again next year.
Yeah, I think those two will probably be AFC Championship. I mean, Ravens, I feel like they might make it, but it would be hard for them.
Yeah.
Dallas star Sean Lee retires after 11 years in the NFL. I mean, he was great when he was playing with the Cowboys, and then he had some injuries and he retired.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was a very, very good linebacker. I mean, he was one of the best parts of the Cowboys defense. Once he got injured, you could really notice that their defense kind of went straight downhill. And I mean, if it wasn't for injuries, this guy would obviously be playing, but he'd probably be one of the probably top 10 linebackers in the entire NFL. He was absolutely amazing when he was on the field.
Yeah, I know. didn't like it when he was on the field against the Giants.
Yeah, exactly.
He was making a lot of tackles.
Yeah, he was just an all-around good player. Sad to see injuries ending people's career, but it's his life. But hey, great career though.
Yeah, great career for Sean Lee. In NFL news, the Atlanta Falcons said they are listening to offers for superstar wide receiver Julio Jones. I mean, I think this is kind of weird to be trading him. I know he's like kind of older and he costs a lot of money, but like he's still really good, if not a top 5 wide receiver. So I mean, if you're gonna trade him, you're definitely getting back like a good amount of stuff, and you're gonna get young people.
Yeah.
So if you're trading him, you're probably gonna get like around Kyle Pitts or maybe like Jamar Chase in the draft.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I want to hope for. I mean, Julio, he's 31, 32 around there, depending on where his birthday is, right? The problem is that the Falcons have absolutely no cap middle. They do not have enough money to sign all of their picks, even. That's the problem. They really have no leverage at all. So I could see him going for like a later first rounder or just future picks. But like the money aspect of it is like the real reason because they have no cap room at all, and they have to do something about it to at least sign their players. And they did that a little bit with restructuring Matt Ryan's contract, but still they are still absolutely like it's abysmal their cap room. So I mean they're kind of forced to do this because you don't want to trade away a young star. So I mean you get a lot of value out of Julio Jones if they do trade him.
I could see like you said, future picks. I could see a couple, like maybe a future first rounder, future second rounder.
Exactly, because of the whole cap room.
I could see maybe the Eagles trying to get him. They
That's
need a wide
possible,
receiver
yeah.
right now. I could
Yeah.
see that.
Like some people say they'd like to have the Ravens try and go for it, maybe. Like Eagles, actually, Eagles, Ravens, Titans. Those three teams, and then actually as well as the what's it called, Colts. Those teams all have around. They could definitely do it. I think the Eagles is a little bit far fetched because they have a lot to do, so they wouldn't want to do that right now. So they have to pay
Yeah.
them a lot of money. But like I think that the three teams I mentioned before try and do some magic with the salary cap.
I think if the Ravens get him, giving up maybe like a future couple picks there, they could be a
Yeah,
very good team next in the AFC,
exactly. Yeah,
potentially beating the Chiefs and beating the Bills.
yeah.
San Francisco 49ers, in a discussion on who they're going to be taking, Trey Lance or Mac Jones. Kyle Shanahan likes Mac Jones. San Francisco 49ers like Trey Lance. I feel like Trey Lance is the better pick, but I feel like they might be taking Mac Jones here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so yeah, the past few weeks, a lot of people are saying it's been Justin Fields being the guy there at 3, which I thought it was smoke, honestly, which it seems like it's going to be. But I mean, Mac Jones and the situation really was that the Niners were trading up to 3 and were basically dead set on Mac Jones. And then they saw his pro day, and then they saw a little bit more of Trey Lance, right? And off that, now they are just completely confused, it seems, and they don't even know who they're gonna pick. Mac Jones is favored by Shanahan, while the scouting department favors Trey Lance. So the thing is, it matters really who the GM owner wants to really believe in more. And it does seem it is slightly reported that Kyle Shanahan is comfortable conforming to the scouting team department's pick and Trey Lance. So it looks like it's probably like a 75% chance it'll be Lance and a 25% chance it'll be Mac Jones. That's what I think, at least.
Over the weekend, Fernando Tatis and the Padres faced Trevor Bauer and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Tatis hit 2 home runs off Bauer and then trolling him, going like this after Trevor Bauer threw a pitch in spring training with only one eye open. And then later on in the game, Tatis hit a home run off Bauer, and after he touched home plate, he did the McGregor walk, what Bauer did in Cincinnati. And then Trevor Bauer went to Twitter saying, if you need the signs, just ask Daddy, as Tatis looked at the catcher, and Tatis posted a picture of him holding Trevor Bauer as a dad. So, I mean, Tatis, you're a goat for this. You're a goat.
I love to see it. Twitter banter is so fun, honestly. And this is what baseball needs because like everyone is like so. I feel like baseball's been so uptight. Like the people are like it's like all the old folks, and if their golf is done, a lot of people just like watch baseball because it's like what a lot of people grew up with, and like we like baseball really needs to get out of that. It really needs to youth up, I think, and this is exactly what they need, honestly. Like getting some emotion instead of just people going, ah, yes, what a great day today was. Oh, nice home run you hit off me. Like, it's fun to see emotion. It's fun to see all this banter and all this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, I mean, it makes the game more entertaining. It makes everything more entertaining. I think that is absolutely great.
And the Padres came back from a 7-1 deficit to win 8-7.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that was also fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it's exactly great games. The Dodgers and Padres is gonna be like a great series. I think how many more games do they play? I think at least 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, at least 10 more against each other, plus playoffs probably.
So they're playing each other a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a fun ride, honestly.
Yeah. Is Tatis the most exciting player in baseball? Like, he's probably the face of baseball right now,
Yeah, right now, yeah.
but is he the most exciting player? Because MLB had that
Probably.
post. We had that post saying who's most exciting. A lot of people were saying Tatis.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the most exciting right now.
Well, I mean, like, imagine what you mean by exciting. That's the thing.
I think Acuna is more exciting than Tatis.
That's fair. It matters, yeah. Like, matters like if you mean by like, just like the antics that they pull, like like celebrations, that kind of stuff, or just like pure skill. Like I don't know if people, like that kind of stuff. Like it matters. Like if you're talking about like pure skill wise and just like, oh yeah, you'll enjoy watching them play, then I mean like you could make arguments for whoever you want really. But like I think that Tatis and Bauer, those two are always like they have like emotion, passion. They have like some kind of like they do something to like rile things up, and that's exciting. I think to me at least.
Yeah, I'm not saying Tatis isn't exciting.
Oh yeah, of
he's
course.
probably
Yeah.
number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah. It's like
could be
1A,
T-ball.
and it's like 1A, 1B.
Yeah, I know. I
like
mean,
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Tatis, he's scoring on pop flies in the infield, and
Yeah.
Acuna is scoring from second base on an infield hit.
Yeah.
Low hobby. Yeah, he scored off that. But that would. I mean, they're both very exciting to watch.
Yeah, exactly. And then as well as Soda, right? With this whole this Soda shuffle thing.
Yeah, but he's been out though.
I know, yeah.
So you
But
can't
like,
say.
yeah, you can't do that right now, but when
Yeah.
he gets back, exactly what he's gonna be doing.
Oh yeah, and I mean, another player that's very exciting to watch, Jacob deGrom.
Oh yeah.
I mean, over the weekend, he threw a complete game, 15 strikeouts, beating his career high. Nobody got on base after the 3rd inning. I'm a Met fan. I'm gonna loss of words. The dude's brilliant on the mound. He's
Oh yeah.
best pitcher in baseball.
Easily, yeah.
And then he got an RBI single to start off a rally.
Yeah.
And then later in the game, he was up. I think it was the 8th or the 9th inning. But in the 8th inning, he comes on deck. The whole stadium is cheering for him when he's on deck.
Yeah.
How many times do you see a pitcher get cheered when they're on deck?
I mean, yeah, it's the best run support the Mets have had in years.
I know, but I think the only other pitcher that people clap for on deck is Bartolo Colon.
Yeah.
Like, no one really claps for pitchers.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, when he went to the Braves, I was at a Mets Brave game, and when they said his name, the whole stadium was cheering for Bartolo. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, everyone was cheering for DeGrom, and then he got a hit, and he was getting MVP chants.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Is he the MVP right now?
Right now, yeah. I mean, isn't his ERA like 0.13, 0.31?
I think it's like a little below. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's a ridiculous number right now.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I saw the other day. I think that was before this game, so it's probably even lower now. Probably 0.28. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised with.
It's ridiculous. But like, I mean, he's probably the favorite as of now for the Cy Young.
Yeah.
But
yeah, right now he's 0.31. This is ERA.
I mean, MVP. It's kind of hard because Acuna, he's playing very well right now.
Yeah.
Tatis, he's coming back. He just hit 5 home runs. We just mentioned him. But like, those 3 guys right now are up for probably MVP.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be harder for Jake to win it because he pitches every 5th game.
Yeah.
But if he's hitting and pitching the way he's doing the whole season, he should get MVP.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking up DeGrom's stats right now, right? He has 0.31 ERA, 4 games, and he's pitched 29 innings in total. So roughly until the 8th inning every game, right? He's
Yes.
allowed 1 run, only 3 walks, and they have only been 13 hits off him in 29 innings. So that is roughly on average through I think roughly like 3 hits. But like that's like less than 4 hits a game.
He's just
It's
dominant.
and then his whip is 0.55. It's
Wow.
just amazing.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't go to Met games when he's pitching because the only run he gave up, I was at that game.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
When bad luck is letting up 1 run.
yep. Can't go to any more Met games when DeGrom's pitching.
How did that even happen? How did they score?
He threw a strike outside the zone, like to get the guy to fish. I think it was
Yeah.
Chasm, and he hit a home run. Yeah, very unlucky.
So 1 hit basically as a home run. That's it.
Yeah, very unlucky.
Yeah. Imagine you being Jazz.
That's a very cool name.
Exactly right.
Bro, that's a very cool name. And now Madison Bumgarner threw a no-hitter against the Braves, but it was only 7 innings because they had a doubleheader. So the MLB is counting it unofficial. I don't understand this. Because if you're making the rule doubleheader 7 innings, and you throw a no-hitter, it should count.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the MLB rules against their own rules, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of hypocritical.
Yeah,
Because then, we had a 60-game season. That season shouldn't count. Dodgers shouldn't be the champions. Whoever won MVP, you're not the real MVP.
Exactly.
Bauer, you're not the real
Dodgers
Cy Young. Like, you're just taking away awards from people and stats. Like, no, Madison Bumgarner not going to be in the history books for a no-hitter when he should be.
Yeah.
So it's unfair to him.
Or that, I think that would have been like his 4th, I want to say, right?
I'm not saying he hasn't had it, but like
I know, but like
who's
how,
adding
like
another one?
Jesus, like
Yeah.
how many has he had?
He had a couple.
Yeah.
More than the Mets franchise, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and Madison Bumgarner is, and like after he's had a rough 2 years, but I mean, this game was a really big bounce back for him.
Yeah, I hope that bounces back his career.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he's boosts up whatever he's lost. I mean, because he was a great player to watch.
Yeah. I think they won in 2012 and 2014 when he was the main guy.
Yeah.
Came into relief against the Royals, I think it was in 2014.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did in 2012. But I know he came in relief in 2014 and won that World Series for them. Carlos Carrasco and Noah Syndergaard making a comeback. Both pitching simulated games. Syndergaard went 1 inning. Carrasco went a couple innings. Carrasco should be coming back mid-May, and Syndergaard will be coming back late May and early to mid-June. Hopefully they come back very healthy, and I mean, that rotation is going to be very dangerous.
I mean, yeah, I'll give Mets fans something to look forward to is that Jacob deGrom. I mean, it's been rough for the Mets. I've seen, besides deGrom, I mean, getting Syndergaard and Carrasco back is going to be a huge boost to that team. And when's Stroman coming back as well?
Stroman's back.
Oh, Stroman's back, okay.
Yeah, he was never hurt.
I thought, was he not playing then?
He opted out last year.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So then, yeah, I mean, that's going to be a very good 1, 2, 3, 4 combination. Then whoever they want to throw in the 5th, I'm not sure who they'll keep in the rotation. But still, I mean, Syndergaard and Carrasco are going to be a very, very big help.
Right now, my guess the 5th spot would be Walker because he's been pitching very well. He just had 1 bad outing against the Cubs, which really shouldn't have happened because J.D. Davis made a couple errors there. And the ump was really squeezing him on balls and strikes. I'm not being biased, but like on MLB at bat, like it was bad. And then when they took him out, he got ejected. Like, I mean, dude's already out of the game. Why are you ejecting him? Like, I'm just dumb. Then Luis Rojas got ejected as well for arguing. But Marcus Stroman, he's been pitching very well recently, just had one bad outing. I think it was 2 days ago against the Washington Nationals. But if he's pitching very well, who's going to be the number 2? Because I think it should still be Stroman if he's pitching like what he was the past 3 games.
I mean, at the beginning, I think they'll keep Stroman as 2, and then once like the All-Star break comes around, probably they'll redo their entire rotation, I think, and they'll have their set list, honestly, of who they think is the best 1 through 5 combination.
In UFC 261, Chris Wedman, nasty injury, breaking his leg in a fight with Uriah Hall. I mean, it's sad to see a guy injured in a fight breaking his leg. We hope he has a speedy recovery. Uriah Hall, he seemed sad on the injury. So, I mean, we just hope he's okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but that's a nasty injury to have. A broken leg. That does a lot to you. I mean, that's going to be a very long process of recovering. Of course, I hope he recovers and he gets back into fighting, but still, I mean, you never want to see that.
No, I just hope he's okay.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, he says he wants to get through it and that he wants to get back. And his surgery was successful as well, so there's that.
All good news.
Yep.
Now in the main event, I said main fight, didn't I?
I have no idea. I think he wanted to say main fight and it said a combination of fight and event.
Yeah, I think I did
Main,
as well.
you did like main event. I was like,
Yeah,
I was like
said
the fucking what? I was like,
I was no. Now in the main event, did I just say it again? Now in the main event, Carmen Usman TKO'd George Madazvi in the second round. I mean, I didn't watch the fight, but it's got to be a good fight if you TKO'd him in the second round.
Yeah, I saw a fair amount of that fight. I know it was a very good fight. Obviously, it's only 2 rounds, but like still, and a fight going past one round for me is good enough. I mean, some of these fights don't last that long. So yeah, I mean, Usman took out Masvidal with a very, very good strike, and then I mean that's all there. The first round was it was pretty around, and round 2, you know, Usman hits him with a big, I think it was a big right. I forget. I'm pretty sure he's a righty. Yeah, he took him out with a big hit, and yeah, he went straight to the ground. Got the few punches to make sure of it. Ref called it. Great fight. I mean, Masvidal did great, but I mean, Usman just, he got the last laugh, got the last punch, and
And the crowd was trolling Jake Paul, saying "F Jake Paul." That was
yeah,
funny.
of course. Yeah, because I mean, that Jake Paul, Jesus. Yeah, I saw Masvidal do an interview that mentioned Jake Paul, and Masvidal does not enjoy him. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Speaking of people who don't like Masvidal, Chad Ochocinco bet 50 grand on him and lost. So, haha, there goes that. That's unlucky. I mean, I enjoyed betting, but damn, losing 50K, that's a tough one.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment.